Don't mind me. One of them wild, crazy nights again. But like I said, my pound puppies, peeps, pride, tribes, and herds. It's the world we live in right now. This is what time it is, yo. This is what time it is. It's here. Told you they turned their clock back. Baby, it's going in reverse. They want it back the way it was. You feel me? So y'all already on that track. You on that pace. You on that level already. It's just once again like when I made that video, or you seen that in the DM about eating the booty like groceries. That's all you're dealing with. It's like when I break that shit down, you look at it, you look at it and like, whoa, I didn't quite think of it that way. But see, that's already a phrase. You know what I'm saying? Like I told them when we was coming up, it was just tossed salad. Then tossed up came up out of that. Get your ass tossed up. That came out of that. And then here we are. You guys use the word eating it like groceries. So when I broke that down, like, okay, well, what does that really look like when you do that? When you say that? So when I put my lenses on it, it puts shit in perspective. But once again, you was already doing it. You feel me? You was already doing it. Sorry about these red eyes. You was already doing it. So don't start trying to reprogram and rewire your mind for different things. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is right now. And it's gonna be like that for a minute. So don't overdo shit. Don't overthink shit. I just said this thing about somebody. Make sure you take care of the person on the inside. Develop that while you developing yourself on the outside. Because that's where your pettiness comes in, and that's where all these different things come in, because you get this new attitude, and that's what happens. You didn't develop the person on the inside. Now, you don't have to be a sucker or a pushover, rollover, but if you want that outside to shine, so it can bring new opportunities to you, well, the inside has to be able to adjust quick enough to that change that you made on the outside. So once you level that out, then you'll be that complete person within yourself, no matter what you look like. So then when you go ahead and get in all your glory, you'll be able to roll. You'll be able to roll that way, but your mission statement will stay the same, right? So you started for a reason. You wanted something, so your mission statement will stay the same, and it won't never get altered. It won't get detoured. You'll see it all the way through. And that comes with being realistic. Set different levels of goals. Goal here, goal there, and in the big goal that you're trying to go for. Set different ones and try to touch all three goals simultaneously the best way you can. Right? So you got to reach and jump so you can pull down to see what it's all about. Then when you see what it's all about, you shift through and find out what works for me, what I like, what I don't like about it. Can I make any changes when I get there, or at this mid-level? Can I make any changes here? You want to start preparing, so you want to try to get some information about the top tier, the mid, and where you at, which is the lows, because you're trying to better yourself and move forward with something. So you always want to keep that in mind. Don't focus on, you focus on that bigger picture, but don't let that deter you from anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that, don't let that shit just get out of hand within you, because you got to understand, you think one way, you post and blog and so on and so forth, so it spreads, and then it becomes you got another problem on your hand. Well, we'll see. Once again, when you look at it like that, here you are, you starting to sound like the other side. who you feel has been oppressing you for so long got the nerve to stand up talking about something ain't fair. Why do they get that? Now here you come following right in their footsteps talking about that ain't fair. Nigga, you been fine all your life. You been getting niggas things you wanted all your life. What you talking about ain't fair? How can you open your mouth to say something ain't fair? You been having your way all your life. So you don't want that. You don't want to turn into that. You see what I'm saying? So those are different things to think about. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you work on on the person on the inside enough to accommodate what you're trying to accomplish on the out. You know, you don't have to overdo it and get the hooping, and you know how it go. You know how it go. Yeah, you swole, you blowed up booty all over here. Now you looking like a porn star, and you trying to drag niggas to church. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's stop it. Stop that. Get your ass up out of there. Go read. Go put the earphones on and get an audio book or something. Don't be doing that. See what I'm saying? That's a problem. Don't do that. So I'm saying don't just do that to go stunting. Yeah, you doing it to stunt, but you got a plan of action, right? You got a mission that you want to accomplish. You got a goal you want to accomplish, right? Don't forget about that. Yeah, stunting is along the way. We get that. But don't forget about your initial mission statement and your goal that you had before you went on this journey. So I'm saying everybody's situation not the same. You know your situation ain't like mine. Come on now, I'm still bewildered. But my mission statement is still the same. I just have to make some tweaks here and there. See what I'm saying? Because I've always had the idea of think big, get big. Learn to look at a bigger picture. Once you get an idea of the bigger picture, learn how to achieve it incrementally. But always jump as high as you can at that bigger picture so you can see what's up there and pull something down and read, study. Now you learn how to lay down foundations to it. Then you network. Hopefully somebody will reach out and pull you up, show you some things, then send you on back down to your level. Because that's what happens. That's what happens. But you don't let that deter you. But because they're gonna say like, okay, I see some. Yeah, I see you. But I got to do this over here right now. Keep like he said. Once we get on top, kid, ain't no stopping it. That type of thing. So it's the same. It's the same principles. And so you want to keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Always keep that in mind. Okay, you get what you want and we get petty and we start throwing shade. Well, that's because you've been suppressed. That person on the inside has been suppressed for so long. We don't know how to brag correctly. We don't know how to braggadocious correctly. We don't know how to you know, it turns into arrogance when it should be a friendly game of competition. Where you at, dog? You got yours? I got mine. What's happening? Where you going with it? Oh, I'm finna go over here with that. Okay, well, I'm finna go this way with it. All right, I see you around the way. Hey, what time we gonna meet up later on? Okay, bet. And then it turn into a friendly competition. But when you get petty, throwing shade in what you call it, because that person on the inside didn't develop enough. He didn't develop enough, and you developed it. You built out this infrastructure rapidly, and you didn't give yourself time to catch up, but nonetheless you're there. Okay, so ain't no need of trying to tear yourself apart to feel bad, to feel good. No, all you do is just learn. You got the ping pong. Learn how to work on that inner person, and slow up on the one out front until you get them to a happy medium. See, I had to learn how to do that when I got my hands on something new. I had to desensitize myself. I didn't want nobody to do it for me because I know can't nobody do me like I do myself, right? So I had to desensitize myself. Once I did that, I was able to move to the next stage, then the next stage, and so on and so forth. So at the same time, simultaneously, I'm working on myself on the inside, as well as boring out this new thing that I got my hands on that I'm just so excited about. I just want to scream. I want to brag. I want to see I told you I could. But no, hold up. You don't want to do that because then you're going to upset everything, and you know how we get. We don't know how to patch up shit and do no. We tear that shit down and make sure you don't never get nothing out of it. I don't care if I could have made $1 million off of it just because I don't like the way you know how we get. So let's not fool ourselves. That's across the board.